what are the five love languages? The five love languages is essentially an idea or a concept that a marriage counselor by the name of Dr. Gary Chapman came up with. Now, this isn't something that's very empirical, meaning there aren't really studies on it, but it was a concept that he found worked very well for many of the couples that he was counseling. And so he wrote a book on it. And then many people found that this was a really revolutionary way to revamp their relationships and better them. And so because of that, it's seen as something that's very commonly known across the relationship health sphere, even if it's not necessarily the most well-researched technique. So when it comes down to it, there are 5 different love languages. And there is actually a quiz if you Google love language quiz, where you'll be able to identify what your love language is. But what a love language is it's the way that you are most likely to display love to someone or feel like you are receiving love. So the 5 different love languages that exist, the first one is acts of service, and this is in no particular order. Acts of service means you experience love or even give love by being of service to other people, by doing things for other people, or wanting things done for you, or wanting people to engage in activities that help relieve burden on you. So that's what acts of service is. You can think of examples like you're someone who really enjoys cooking for people, or you enjoy someone cooking for you, or you really appreciate if someone takes on a task that you were supposed to do and relieves you of that pressure or that responsibility. So that's acts of service. The second love language that is often referenced is quality time. Now, quality time is exactly what it sounds like. It is the fact that you receive love or you give love or you feel the most loved when you're spending quality time with the person you love. So that can mean that you guys are spending time talking to one another. You have full attention. That can mean you're in the same space as each other and you really cherish that time. But the point is, it is there's a time stamp on it. You want to physically be together. The next one is words of affirmation. Words of affirmation, if this is your love language, you are someone who really appreciates loving, caring words. And these words don't just have to be, I love you and I care for you, but they can be words that are affirming, such as, I'm really proud of you, or you're really good at X, Y, Z. Someone noticing things about you and expressing them and expressing their care to you in that way. The next one is touch. Touch is exactly what it sounds like, but oftentimes people assume that the love language of touch just is referencing sexual touch. That's not the case at all. Touch is the people whose love language is touch are those who find that they feel most loved when they are physically close to someone, whether it's through a hug or holding hands, whether it's someone just putting their hand on their shoulder or putting a hand on your lap, whatever it might be. You like to physically be close to another person in that way. Think of the people who love getting hugs from their mothers or who are always running to give hugs to their friends when they see them. The last one is gifts. And gifts does not have to be an extravagant gift, but you're someone who feels really loved when someone thinks of you and brings something physical to you as a reminder that they were thinking of you. So this is a person who really appreciates when their friend was out shopping and sees something that they know you'd like and said, I'm going to go get this for so-and-so. Oh, I saw the candy bar that I know you really love and I decided to get it for you. Oh, I was walking down the street and I noticed a really beautiful flower and I picked it up for you. Again, gifts do not have to be extremely extravagant. They don't have to be expensive. The whole premise of gifts as a love language is that the person is thinking of you and brings something physical to demonstrate that they were thinking of you.